You picked an important word there which we hadn't used up until that point, and it's customer. So in terms of defining products and services or reimagining products and services, possibly the most powerful way of doing that reimagining is to ask the question not from the inside of the organisation out, what are we going to do, to, much more important, how are our customers currently or potentially going to consume our products and services, and design from the outside in. Then you have a completely different dialogue.
In my British Airways days and Virgin, we kind of focus, a bit like 9 boxes but simplified, people, process, proposition and IT. IT sorted at the end of the day, but people were internal and customers. Why are we doing this thing, basically?
The customer one's a really interesting one though, because I think that you can always find customers who don't want change as well. Some of our products are very loved, and a lot of our customers are very passionate about the products. And you can always find somebody who says don't change anything, because also customers sometimes don't like change. So I think that you have to be careful in terms of not giving too much power to single voices.
I think you're absolutely right, and it's why data, and I know we will inevitably talk about data at some point, is so important, because you need to tap in to not what people say they do, but what they're actually doing, both inside your organisation and outside. That gives you the vocabulary, if you like, to have that conversation. People will say, I don't want change, or I want to do things exactly the same way. But if you see them and you have data that supports they're actually using your products and services differently, again, for a lot of these things, it's actually all around the narrative and the conversation. And you can start those conversations in a variety of why type ways. But the idea of trying to reimagine something that you do through the eyes of somebody else who maybe consumes what you do I find is always an interesting place to start.